Majority Leader, House Majority Leader, Gene Vickery. How you doing, Gene?
Great. How's everything?
Everything's
I don't
looking
know
good.
if I should look.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
Should we look at the camera?
Let's look there. Let's look there. All right. The main topic, I guess, the main buzz going around the room is HB 2453, correct?
Well, it was a bill we worked this week. 11 states have passed similar laws. The intent of the bill and the definition in the first section of the bill is only as it would pertain to marriage. And the intent clearly is to define it only under that circumstance.
Yes.
And it is to protect the beliefs that someone has.
Like you said earlier, individual rights.
Individual religious liberty. And that's the intent of the bill. The question that I've asked, I've not heard an answer that of the 11 states that have this law, what the problems have been, if there's been any discrimination. I would tend to believe in those states, the ones on top of my memory are California, Hawaii, New York, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Oregon,
They all have HB,
Hawaii.
They have bill similar to
They have
HB
very
2453.
similar laws currently. Those are progressive states have taken this action. We know that likelihood of the 10th Circuit Court striking down our constitutional amendment pertaining to marriage is likely to happen maybe within 8 months, maybe not that soon. That is really something that we just want to make sure that someone who has a matter of conscience, whatever that is, pertaining to marriage, that they aren't expected to do something that goes against their beliefs. And I don't, the topic of someone that would hire someone to cater their wedding. Now, if someone doesn't want to cater your wedding, I don't know why you would want to hire them.
I was thinking about while you guys were discussing up here, I was thinking about it, and a man's right to refuse business. I mean, I see signs now, like you walk in restaurants, you see a sign that says, we reserve the right to refuse business. Is that the case with this? I mean, something similar?
Very similar. It is still centered around someone being able to object to participate in a wedding that they don't agree with. And and that could be, and it's not religious specific. It could be someone of any faith. It could be someone that's Catholic, someone that's Islamic, whatever their faith, and it may not even necessarily be a marriage as we think of that someone would object to. It could be, for whatever reason. But, that is simply what the bill's intent is to do. The Senate, it's gone to the Senate now. The Senate is going to have further hearings and look at the bill. None of us would stand for discrimination. I've grown up with friends that, have different beliefs, different lifestyles, and I have friends I love that have different circumstances. That's just, we all do. We all have family members, friends with family members, but when it gets down to someone being expected to provide a service for a wedding that they don't agree with, this would just clarify that. The 11 states, again, that have this law, I would be interested to know what, if any, problems have occurred.
So
and that would be helpful. If there are problems, then we should be aware of those as we work on this legislation now or after the 10th Circuit Court strikes down our law.
Now, like you said, I mean, other states, so there's 10 or 11 other states. 11 other states that are doing similar bills like this. And laws.
We currently have laws.
And then the states are states like California,
Hawaii,
New York, those are normally states that are really, I mean, fairly liberal in their sense of the word. I mean, is that correct? Is that correct in assuming that?
That is. And, so that is where the bill goes from here. The Senate has said they'll look at it and work on the bill further. So anyone with concerns could get a hold of Jeff King. It's going to be in his committee, and there will be open hearings and discussion. And
now, the question I have is, with moving towards this bill, moving towards Bill 2453, HB 2453, is that kind of like a slow progression to accepting the fact of or moving towards gay marriage in a state?
Yeah, it's a reality of when the higher court has struck down laws similar to ours. Virginia's law banning gay marriage just was struck down by the court a day or two ago. And we expect the same thing to happen in the 10th Circuit Court, just because the precedent's been set by the Supreme Court.
Okay. So you're expecting, I mean, I don't know if this really on the table, but you're expecting that the ban against gay marriage will be overturned soon? I mean, well,
no one knows.
Nobody knows, but I mean, your assumption, would you assume that?
Well, what we understand is that as a challenge goes to the court, it could be any time from in the next 8 months would maybe be the soonest, but sometime after that.
Okay.
That's.
All right, Gene. Well, thank you, and we will see you next weekend at the Lewisburg, correct?
Yes.
All right. This is Paul Michael Davis and Representative Gene Vickery, and you've been told about the HB 2453, and you heard it from the man himself, Majority House Leader Gene Vickery. Gene, thank you.
Thank you.